Hey going guys, it's Lology here and welcome to my Aquanites Slayer Guide. I think I pronounced that right. In this video you'll find the requirements you need to kill them, required or recommended items you'll need to kill them, some examples and some inventory setups, how to get there, what you need to do when you get there, and last of all some of the items that are worth picking up. So on the screen in front of you, you'll see a list of requirements and recommended items you should be taking for this Slayer task. You can expect up to around max of 90k experience an hour in Slayer at the Aquanites. That's really dependent on the gear you take and the setups you take. I found that I could get 90k an hour in near best in slot gear, so expect something similar to that or less if you're using lesser gear. So first of all, the requirements you need are 78 Slayer, access to the Curator Slayer Master, which is in the Curator Slayer dungeon, and 50 Slayer points to unlock the task. Some recommended items that you should be taking. These aren't necessarily needed, but they help. Ring of Slayer to teleport to the front of the dungeon. Demon Horn Necklace, which gives you a prayer bonus back for bones buried. A Bone Crusher to bury the bones. I'll explain later in the video how that helps you. Access to a Bunyip or a Unicorn or a similar sort of healing familiar. And decent range gear, recommended around 70 range or higher. This is an example setup of some sort of items and inventory setup that you can take. Of course, realistically, some people aren't going to be able to afford the items I have on here. So I'll give you some examples of lesser sort of gear you can use. Aquanites are weak to arrows, so Zarite bow here is actually quite good, but then again, crossbow and the bolts still do the trick, as you'll see later on in this video when I show some example killing footage. Instead of Pernix, you can take Armadillo. Instead of the Ascension crossbows, you can take Kadic crossbows or Royal crossbow or anything lesser like that. A quick Google or search on RuneScape Wiki will tell you other sorts of items that can easily replace the items you see displayed in the picture. I use Demon Horn Necklace to give the prayer bonus back and a Bone Crusher to bury those bones. With these two items in combination, you really don't ever need any form of prayer restore. You don't need potions or anything like that depending on your kill rate. In my inventory I have my Charming Imp, my Ring of Slaying, which is to teleport me there, my Curator Ferocious Ring to get back to the Slayer Master after the task, a spare Unicorn Scroll for healing, and the scrolls needed to do the healing. Of course, some of you aren't really going to take overloads for a task. It's perfectly fine. You can replace them with extremes or super potions. You don't need prayer renewal if you don't want to. I mean, I didn't have an issue with any of that sort of stuff, so I probably shouldn't even have to bring them. Also, you'll see in the middle some of my statistics and my stats on my attacking style. So this is just a general overview of any sort of gear and any sort of inventory requirements you want to take. With your inventory, I also recommend some people to take a Bunyip, as Aquanites drop a lot of raw food, and the Bunyip special attack turns that food into edible food and restores your health. So really you don't ever need any food with a Bunyip scroll. That's for the lower levels that might have a little bit more difficulty trying to kill them. So keep that in mind. To get there, use your Ring of Slaying to teleport to the Fremennik Slayer dungeon or the Relica Caves. You can also use your world map and find the Relica Caves east of Relica and walk there that way from Sears Village. You also see in this picture here, you've got all your Slayer monsters set out and the path to get there. You can take that first agility shortcut, which requires level 81 agility, then the second at level 62 to get to the blue dots, or you can just follow the cave system all the way around until you've gotten to the blue dots. But beware, if you are really low level, which I wouldn't have thought you would be trying to kill Aquanites, you might have a bit of trouble with some of the kree'arra, or they might hit you a couple times on the way through. Once you've gotten to the blue dots, let the killing begin. Once there, pot up and let the killing begin. There isn't really much to explain in terms of killing these, as it's legacy not EOC. With legacy you just click point and you can almost AFK. You should expect to see a pretty solid kill rate. These aren't the best for loot, they aren't the best for experience, but they're a very quick task. They're an easy Slayer point task. As you can see, I'm pretty much two-hitting them, going from the next monster to the next monster. This ends up, like I said, around 90k experience an hour. Some of the loot you should look out for are the amulet arranging. At the time of the video they're about 100k. There's seeds and herbs that do stack up here quite a bit that you can pick up. It's just a matter of right clicking the loot after you've killed the mob to have a quick check. Most things I don't pick up. It slows your kill rate down. As you can see, I've left a lot of the stuff on the ground, but for me money isn't quite as an issue as others. Some people might be interested in picking everything up. So with that being said, this is the end of the guide. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe. If you have any other recommendations in the future for other Slayer guides, because there will be more, please let me know. And thanks for watching guys. Please have a good day.